Okay, so this problem involves an airplane at an altitude of 3.7 kilometers. And then in front of it are two towers, towers 1 and 2, and it doesn't matter how tall they are. So I just made 2 a little bit taller, but there's no difference. But what we do know is that the angle of depression to tower 1 is 55 degrees. The angle of depression to tower 2 is 35. So the angle of depression is the angle from this dotted line, the horizontal line, to this line. Okay, so this is 55 degrees. And then same thing for the other one. It wouldn't look like this in real life, but just so you can see it. This is 35 degrees. It would actually look more like that. But and so we want to find the distance from the airplane, which is on the ground, which we say is like, we just want to know the distance from where the airplane is relative to the ground to the base of the first tower, and we'll call that A, because that's question A. Question B asks, what about to the second tower? Question C asks the distance in between, and then D has something to do with the how fast the plane is traveling and how long it takes to get there. So we'll do that at the end. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is we need to find we'll start with A. So here's the picture, just smaller and just with tower 1. This is just tower 1. We know that the angle to the horizontal at the top is 55, but we want to find this angle. And if you notice, this is a right angle. So we could do 90 minus 55, and that equals 35. And then we have a triangle, and this triangle is right here. This is A down here. This we know is 3.7 kilometers, and we have this angle. So if you remember CAH TOA, tangent is opposite over adjacent. So tangent of 35 equals opposite, which is A, over adjacent, which is 3.7. And then to calculate that, you multiply by 3.7 on both sides, and you get A equals 2.59 kilometers. Okay, and then you do the same thing with B. It's the exact same thing, except now the angle of depression, this one is 35. And then it's the same thing, it's a right angle, and so this one would be 55. And then we have B and 3.7 again. So then it's tangent of 55 equals B over 3.7. And so we have B equal to 5.28 kilometers. Okay, now that we have A and B, we just need to find the distance between the two towers. So here's the origin point, which the plane is up above it. Here's tower 1, and here's tower 2. We know that this distance is 5.28, and this distance is 2.59. So you subtract them, and we get that C, which is the distance between the two towers, is 2.69. And so then when we look at the last question, we have the plane here. This is a really silly looking plane. But we want to know how long it'll take to tower 1 and how to get to tower 2. It's going in meters per second. So we have to change the amount of kilometers on the ground here to meters. So here we have the 2.59 kilometers, and that's just 2,050. Nope, 2,590 meters. And this one would be the same thing, 5,280 meters. And to find how many seconds it would take, you divide the number of meters by 100 meters per second. So then you would get to get to the first tower, it would be 25.9 seconds. And for the second tower, 52.8 seconds. Okay, and that's how you do it.